Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mahomes now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Show that bench release and go. Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Ware. Look at the spin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
Now Mahomes giving to Ware on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Ryan Shazier in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Eat these two.
Now it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll leave this for Ware. He finds an opening past the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bud Dupree in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mahomes. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And here's Marshall. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Show that bench release and go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll give it to him up the middle. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes flush to his right and almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Eight.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They run it here. Whoa. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. And the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
4 down. Get that. Blue 30. Black, what's that?
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And get this one to Switzer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Being chased out left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Take 2 of them.
Roethlisberger keeps it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Hut, hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 67 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Mahomes going to throw, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
50.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And his pass incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
These two. Snickers, you got to spin.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. 38 yards on a scamper there.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Going for it all. We just saw the first NFL touchdown pass for Mason Rudolph. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2.
Yeah.
And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.